Hello viewers and welcome to a brand new series on the channel with me, Bearlenation. Today we are going to take our first steps into saving Southend. We're going to take over as the Southend United manager, look to save them from their current financial woes and then take them on the road to glory. Before we get into it, don't forget to smash that like button for me, subscribe to the channel and share the video. It all goes such a long way. Shall we roll the intro? Let's get into it. And here we are then viewers, welcome to Southend. We've been given a 2-year deal and we're on £1,200 a week. The media are currently predicting us to finish 20th out of 24, which is not bad in our first season, I don't think, when we know there's going to be some financial worries. We've not seen how bad those are going to be yet, or what the squad's like, but that may be a little bit telling of what's going on at the club at the moment. We play at Roots Hall Stadium, which has a capacity of 12,163. And we are a 2-star reputation team. Club vision, so the club want us to develop players using the club youth system. That may need some development. Purely because I don't think it's going to be very good at this level of football. I could be totally wrong when we get into facilities, but I'm pretty confident that it's not going to be the best. In 5 years, we're going to have built a new stadium. I hope that doesn't cripple us even more financially. And we're within the wage budget. Now, that is a key one for us staying in our job a long term. End of the current season, the board want a mid-table finish, the second round of the FA Cup, and be competitive in the League Cup. And then in 4 years' time, ultimately, the board want us to get promoted into League One. I want us to do it before that. This season, I think, is about consolidation. Next season is where we really look to push on and get promotion. I could be wrong, we might be able to achieve it this season, but I just think this season is about getting used to the team, getting used to the new players, and just getting used to our surroundings and seeing how we can get on. Well, that's a positive message, isn't it, to have as your second inbox item? We're under a transfer embargo. Well, I wasn't expecting that straight away. Oh my words, that means there's no signings until January. So we're going to have to limp through the first half of the season with whatever we've got here. That was not in the plans. Well, we'll see how we get on with what we've got. Let's go meet the squad. So let's create a tactic and see what we can fit in. It's suggested we either play wing play, route 1 or fluid counter-attack. I don't particularly want to play any of those, but if that's what suits the team, I think we're going to have to go with wing play. I think that's probably the most positive way of doing it. We'll start with a 4-4-2 and see how we get on. I think what's quite apparent here is, viewers, we don't have a lot of midfield. As you can see, especially in the central area, we are basically playing defenders that can also play in that area as well. I think for this 4-4-2 formation, the starting 11, or the best 11, is likely to be Mark Oxley in goal, Elvis Bowomo at right back, John White and Harry Lennon in the centre, and Nathan Ralph at left back. Ashley Nathaniel George on that right-hand side, Timothy Dieng in the middle alongside Jason Demetriou, Sam Hart on the left, and Keziah Sterling and Simeon Akinola up front. A lack of strikers as well, or out-and-out strikers, is quite worrying. Defensively, we're pretty solid, but especially on that left-hand side and in that striking area, we do look a little bit weak. That is something we're going to have to look at improving in January. We'll have to see how we get on, but I think this is going to be the tactic. We'll see how it works for the start of the season and just see if we have any success with it and see how it goes. And if not, we can always change things up to try and suit the players better. Squad-wise, we have got what looks like a fairly big squad, but like I say, it's all defenders here. It's a lot of defenders that can also play midfield, which is useful, but there's not a lot of out-and-out players in one position, especially in that central midfield role. You've only got two, and they're 19 and 20. And one's on loan, and he doesn't look very good. And he doesn't look good at all. It's certainly going to be a tough ask this first half of the season. We've only got one out-and-out striker, again, a 20-year-old, who again doesn't look the best at the moment. Maybe a loan needs to help him out. Yeah, it is quite a small squad we've got here. Potentially in the under-23s, we've got a lot of good young players who could turn into great players, but they're not good enough to be starting at the moment. But we might have to call upon them if needed, when injuries and suspensions kick in. Because as we've just seen, that squad he's not got a lot of depth to it. Similarly, in the U team, we've got one player that looks as though he could be a really good prospect, Luke Reeve, but he's currently not going to be able to make an impact on the first team. We'll definitely keep our eye on him, though. He could maybe become a favourite player in this series. And here we are then, the main thing of what we've got to keep our eye on this season, the money. An overall starting balance of £276,000. That's not a lot for us to play with. We are currently spending £1,200 over the wage budget too, so that's something we are going to have to address, especially if we are looking at bringing some players in when January rolls around. I don't know if we can even get players in on loan. I doubt it if we're under embargo. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to scout a lot of players in this first half of the season, see if we can get some trials in as well, just to try and get an idea of who is willing to join and who looks like they could make an impact in the team. As we can see there, next season's wage budget is going to be the same as this season, so we are going to maybe have to have a little bit of a spending cull as well. We've not got a lot of staff here. We've got 7 coaching members of staff, 1 scout, which we may have to have a look and see if we can get another one if we talk to the board very nicely, and 4 medical staff. The team leaders here are John White, Jason Demetriou and Alan McCormack, so it's important that we keep those players happy just to try and keep the rest of the squad gelled together, which should set us in good stead for the rest of the season. If we've got a good team chemistry, they'll be willing to fight and play for each other. What we'll do now is, viewers, we'll play through pre-season and we'll meet back up for the first 2 games of the season, where we will take on Harrogate at home, who are newly promoted, and Carlisle away, and look to have a strong start to the season. Join me again in a minute and we will play those league games. Just a new little rule that was brought in, viewers, the wage salary cap. We are not meant to spend more than £29,000 a week, and we are currently spending over that. So that highlights the need to get some players off our books, so we are compliant with that. And I assume there'll be some sort of points penalty or financial penalty if we do not hit that. More of a reason to ensure that we know how the finances are doing at this club. You join me back, viewers, at the start of the brand new League 2 season. We played through pre-season of what's been fairly uneventful because obviously we're under transfer embargo, so we can't do a lot transfer-wise. Pre-season itself, we won 3 games, drew 2 and had 1 loss. We beat Wigan, which was a really encouraging sign, and Keziah Sterling got on the score sheet quite a few times, which again is a really positive sign going into this new season. Oh, beg my pardon, we lost twice, because I've just missed the Oxford game there where we lost 2-0. In the Carabao Cup, we lost to Wimbledon, where we should have done better than what we did. We had a goal disallowed for offside, and I think if that had accounted, we would have been looking at a different story result-wise. After that, we had a really positive result against Colchester in the Papa John's Trophy Southern Section Group A. What a ridiculous name for a trophy. We won 3-2 with goals coming from Sam Hart, Harry Lennon and Emile Acquaye. Really good way to get us prepared and get a bit of confidence within the boys, ready for these games against Harrogate and Carlisle. Let's get straight into this first starting 11 of a brand new season. And here we are then, the starting 11 for the first game of the season is Oxley in goal, Kripianu at left back, Lennon and White in the centre with Bowomo on the right, Nathaniel George on the left, Dieng and McCormack in the centre midfield with Olianik on the right, and Sterling and Acquaye are starting up top for us today. We have had a few injuries, which has unfortunately put the fitness back off some players, and such as Dimitri, who would normally be starting, but he has only just recovered from injury, so I didn't want to risk him too much. And I think after that good result in the last game where he didn't play, I might not want to upset the balance too much either. What I have noticed from pre-season is we are really struggling on players who can play on the wings in the midfield area. Something we are going to have to address when January comes around. We've got a lot of full-backs for some reason, a hell of a lot of full-backs, but what can we do? We'll just have to work with what we've got until January. We are scouting players. We have seen players we would like. We're just hoping that no one nips up and signs them at the same time. And here we are then, the first game at Roots Hall of the brand new season. There are a few little changes as well that have come from the beta to the main game. So one of them is we can extend this screen, so that can happen now. So we can look at different little bits if we want. We'll just turn the iPad off. That seems to remember now that it's turned off as well every game, that it isn't down. It's the first time it comes to Harrogate, who we've just cleared that off the line after 16 minutes. And Lennon puts it out for a throw-in. Is that the end of the highlight? And it seems to be. So we'll just drag that out a little bit so we can see what's going on with the stats. Right now for Harrogate, short throwing but well held up by Bawoma. Can we clear this ball? Harrogate ball in, and Keoma is there, sorry, to head away, and we just don't seem to get a grip of the ball at the moment, and it's headed away by Lennon again, and Sterling picks it up now. Can he break forward? He does. He's got him behind the defenders. 1-on-1. Sterling's there, and Keziah Sterling, after 25 minutes, puts us 1-0 up in the opening game of the season. What a bit of breakaway play that was. Lovely header by Lennon. Sterling picks it up in our half. Great touch, and one touch to take it past the defender, and he's almost home and hose from there. Gives the keeper the eyes, and straight past him, and a great goal to kick off the brand new season here at Roots Hall. Wonderful, wonderful bit of play. That's a great start after just half an hour. Nothing really to note in the dugout here, although that result at the moment does take us up to 4th in the table. Our XG is worse. We are on 0.30. Highlight just before half time, and it's straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Acquire there with the header, and Harrogate launch it forward. Lennon again into Dieng now in the middle. Finds Sterling, the man of the moment, into Dieng. Acquire, what can he do? Nathaniel George on the left. Cuts in to the centre. Switches it to right. Oh, and what a great goal by Olienka. I am butchering these names, viewers, I know that, but what a great bit of play that is by Nathaniel George to cut inside there and come right across to the right-hand side of the midfield. Finds Olienka with a great touch, first time. One touch, one finish, and there it is. Just before half-time, he puts us 2-0 up, and what a way to start the season this is. We're going in 2-0 up at half-time. And here we are back out for the second half. I want to just drag that like that so we can see all the stats and everything. I'm hoping that'll stay the same. Coming up to the hour mark, nothing to really note at the moment. We will make our first sub. Acquire is having a quiet game, so we'll bring Akinola on as well. Dengi's having a really poor game with a 6.5, so we'll bring Dimitriou on into the centre and just make those two changes. Nothing really happening at the moment, viewers. This is the first half of the second half. Nathaniel George, can he whip a ball in? Kyprianou gets the ball in. Oh, and it's just aimed for the far post, and it's cleared away by Harrogate now. Smith launches it forward to absolutely no one. Kyprianou, I'm going to struggle saying his name, picks it up. Dimitriou now into Kyprianou. They were both away as well on Cypriotic duty during the pre-season, which is could be quite dangerous for us if we know they could go away on international duty and leave us a little bit short of numbers. John Stead now into Kirby. Oh my word, Connor Kirby scored a wonderful goal for Harrogate there. And that puts all the pressure on us. That is, I mean, what do we do with that? It's hit from absolutely miles out. Great bit of play there by Harrogate, to be fair, and first time finish. And it's just flown past Mark Oxley in our goal there. 20 minutes to go. Can we hold on? Now that is annoying. Before I make this sub, this doesn't... Unless we have to have it like that, maybe. We'll see if that stays. So on the iPad now, viewers, the shouts are different as well. So you can now shout at individuals or the entire team. So we'll encourage the entire team and see if that makes a difference. See if we can hold on. Kyprianou, long ball in. And it's just cleared away far too easy by Harrogate. We come down on this right-hand side. Bawoma stands up there and a great challenge by him. Onto his left-hand side, down the flank. Nathaniel George with a poor ball who's not really looked. Into Martin. Oh, and Aaron Martin scored, and it's 2-2. We've not come out in this second half at all, viewers, and we've thrown the lead away. 15 minutes to go. Nathaniel George there, looking nowhere near where he's passing the ball, and it's come back to bite him. And we have now conceded as a result. 2-2. 15 minutes to go. Now that is annoying that doesn't stay like that. Why does that not just stay like that? That's really annoying. Mark Oxley, 8 minutes to go. Goal kick. What did he do? Launches it forward to Nathaniel George, who heads it on into Akinola. What can he do? Akinola. Oh, what a miss there is. Is this the final highlight of the game? The 90 minutes is up. We are into added time. McCormack, poor ball through to Akinola. It's snuffed out, but McCormack is back into Bawoma now. Long ball over the top into absolutely nobody. And Cracknell in the Harrogate goal smothers it comfortably. And it is just a load of long balls at the moment. Kyprianou finds Akinola, who's headed it back, put us under all sorts of unnecessary pressure. Don't concede here. Oh, and that ball's flashed over the bar. Oh, the ball's being flashed over the bar there. Oxley, Nathaniel George heads it on. He's not had a good game, Nathaniel George. He was the one that made the mistake. He doesn't seem to be a comfortable player on that left-hand side, but there's not a lot we can do about it because we can't bring anyone in unless we've got anyone in the youth team. Although poor ball's bounced off our player Sterling with a loose ball, and it's not gone anywhere. Demetriou picks it back up again. Akinola, is this his chance? Akinola. Wow. Late corner here. McCormack, can he whip the ball in? Where's he going to aim for? He aims for that far post and it's headed away. Sterling picks it up. No, he doesn't. And Harrogate clear it. They are hanging on for their lives now. Can we just see this game out? Can we nick a late goal here? Added time is... We are in added time of added time. McCormack into Lennon now. Is this the last attack? Knipriou looks for Nathaniel George, who isn't clocked on. And there we are, viewers. A 2-2 draw after being 2-0 up. A really, really disappointing way to start the first game of the season after such a promising first half. The second half from us was so poor, and the XG tells us everything we need to know there. We need to improve for the next game. Join me again in a minute and we'll get straight into the Carlisle game. Welcome back for the Carlisle game, viewers. 2 changes today. Akinola comes in for Acquair, who has picked up a groin strain, and Sam Hart comes in on the left-hand side for Nathaniel George, and the starting 11 is Oxley in goal, Knipriou at left back, Lennon and White on the centre with Bawomo on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side of midfield is Sam Hart, Olenika on the right-hand side of midfield, and Demetriou and McCormack in the centre with Sterling and Akinola leading that line for us once again. What we are looking for today is not a capitulation like last game where we were fine in the first half and then in the second half we were absolutely shocking and didn't really have a chance on goal until late on, and we didn't take them, which Akinola kept fluffing. So the game is underway here. 8 minutes in, the first highlight comes to Carlisle. Tanner on that right hand side gets a ball in, but Bawomo clears it away, and we are playing in yellow today. White heads it away into Olyanika. I'm going to struggle saying his name. Olyanika. Ball in, and it's headed away by Carlisle again, and Tanner comes forward for them once again. Can we win this ball back in the centre? We haven't won it back yet. We've not had a sniff in, and McCormack, though, stands up strong and wins it, gives it to Olinica. McCormack, long ball, launches forward into a Canola. What can he do? Straight at the defender that's lunged out and defended that ball so well there. Can we get another highlight? 20 minutes in, nothing to know at the moment. Throw in the Knipriou into Lennon. Why would you throw it to the person that's under pressure? He launches the ball forward into Akinola. The problem with Akinola is he's 5'3", so he's never going to be winning those sort of battles in the up front, for us. And Carlisle just playing it around now. Demetriou, though, plays it forward and it doesn't go to anyone. It's gone headed straight back. We are struggling to get a foothold in the game here. Tanner and Bawomo heads it back to Oxley. Did he really need to make that sort of save? It was a bit of a camera save, but it doesn't matter. He's kept the ball out of the back of the net, I suppose. And that's all we can ask for. Sterling nicks the ball into Akinola, feeds him. What can he do? Akinola, Simeon Akinola there. I thought he was going to fluff his lines. He got a second bite of the cherry there, and he manages to finish it away calmly and coolly. Sterling nicked the ball in. Good ball through there. You can just see how small Akinola is. There, he's lucky that the bouncers ended up back at him, and on his right foot, he's put the ball in the back of the net, and it is 1-0 Southend after just 20 minutes. Half an hour gone, nothing really to note since that goal, viewers, in the last 9 minutes, although there is a highlight here for Carlisle. It starts with them. Can we get this ball back? Just playing around the centre, a long ball. We've not picked it up on the left-hand side. Walker into Coyote and straight at Oxley with a good save from Walker's effort. Oxley, ball at his feet. Long ball over the top, and it's not gone to anyone but the Carlisle defence. Lennon heads it out into Olenika on that right-hand side. Can he find his way past the fullbacks? Bawomo gets a good ball in, and Akinola's there for his second goal of the season. Good bit of play that from the boys there. Good ball in from Bawomo. Long-ranged cross. I don't know how he's managed to get that in with such pinpoint precision, but we're not going to complain. Look at that for a ball. First time. And Akinola manages to beat the defender. The size difference is unbelievable. He's the first to get his foot to it and makes it 2-0 after 32 minutes. He's just onside as well. Good bit of play by Akinola to time his run out to absolute perfection there. And this result at the moment takes us top of the table. Although there is a highlight for Carlisle here. Mellish, but McCormack wins it back. Dimitri brings it forward now. Looks for Akinola, who is on a hat-trick already. Can he finds Hart, who unleashes an effort, and it's 3-0. Sam Hart with his second goal of the season for us. Good bit of play. Akinola involved again there. Everything seems to be going through him at the moment. He is surely going to be getting man of the match. 3-0 after just 37 minutes. We are in absolute dreamland, and lovely finish from Sam Hart there to make it 3-0 already. Great start to this game. Surely we cannot end up in a position like we did against Harrogate. Last highlight before half-time, free kick to Carlisle, and it's headed in, it's just hit the bar, and we've cleared it away. That was a close call. Second half is underway. Early highlight for us here. Boerma with a long throw in, and it's gone straight into the keeper's hands for Carlisle. We have worked on those set pieces to try and maybe just outfox the defenders with long... The ball's just bounced off White and gone straight to the Carlisle striker. Please don't concede from this. Oh, my word. Straight after half-time, the ball has bounced off White there as he's running with his back to goal. Coyote picked it up and found Tanner. We never really recovered from that ball bouncing off White. That's a disappointing goal to concede. Really disappointing goal to concede. But as I was saying, we have worked on... No, there's another highlight. Kipnipri who clears it. Please don't concede again so quickly. Come on, defend this. Oh, it's gone wide. It has gone wide. Knipriu, long throw in, doesn't find anyone. It goes straight to a Carlisle man in blue. Can we win it back on this left-hand side? Tanner pays it down to Hayden. Can Knipriu stand up strong? They're just playing it around us a little bit too easy here at the moment. 54 minutes gone. We don't want to concede now. And a good header away by Oylinika. I'm really struggling saying his name. And Kyoto straight at Oxley, who holds onto it. 55 minutes gone now. As I was saying, we have worked on corners and set piece routine, so hopefully they will come into favour this season and just try and outsmart defenders who maybe are expecting it a little bit. Carlisle, come forward on this left hand side now. Can we defend this ball? We've not covered ourselves in glory when defending today so far, and they play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Can Okinola put him under pressure? Straight into the middle, unmarked. Hart wins it back. Good bit of play by Sam Hart. Dimitri now. Long ball over the top. Akinola's chasing it. Akinola! Oh, it looks easier. I thought that was going to be his hat-trick. Oh, my word. Oh, that's so unlucky there. 15 minutes to go. We will make our first sub of the game. We've not said Sterling's name at all, so Goodship can come on. McCormack's on a yellow, so we'll bring Dieng on as well and just make the double sub for now. We'll throw some encouragement to the boys after this highlight, which has gone to Carlisle. 10 minutes to go. Can we carry on and hold on for this win? A big win, which would be the first of the season. Dieng looks to play it forward, and he does. Akinola on this left-hand side. Can he get a ball in? He's on his own on that left-hand side, and he puts in a deep cross, and it's headed away by Carlisle, who looks to break forward again. 10 minutes to go. Hart wins it back. Akinola on his hat-trick, and it's straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, corner. We should be aiming for the near post there. Olinica aims for the near post, and it's gone straight to Lennon into the keeper's hands, who distributes it quickly. And another highlight for Carlisle now. Can Hart intercepts the ball and looks for Dimitri and finds him. Akinola is cleared away. His small stature hinders him there. Come on, boys. Come on. Surely we can hold on here. Tanner brings it forward. And a great challenge by Kniprit. No. No way. That was a great challenge in my opinion. No. Coyote steps up. Oh, not Oxley. It's 3-2 with 8 minutes to go. I'm not convinced that was a penalty. I'm not convinced at all. I thought that was absolutely a magnificent challenge there from Knipriu. Wow, that puts us under all sorts of pressure. 4 minutes to go. We'll make a sub to run the clock down. We'll bring Knipriu off as he's on a booking. And there it is, full-time viewers. We picked up the first 3 points of the season. The man of the match is Akinola with an 8.4. Sam Hart with a really good performance as well there with a 7.8 and Boerma with a 7.2. Akinola, though, really stakes a claim for starting in the next few games. We'll tell the boys that was a really good win for us. And there we are then, viewers. That result takes us top of the table after 2 games played with 4 points. We'll leave it there for today, viewers, and what we'll do is if you join me again tomorrow, we will play Cheltenham and Salford in the league. If you have enjoyed this, please don't forget to smash that like button for me, share this video around, and subscribe to the channel to see more. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again for more next time.